Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Modern Grower is your source for time and labor-saving farm tools, such as the Paper Pot Transplanter, Quick Click Seeder, and the Jang Direct Seeder. Turn laborsome tasks into free time with tools by Modern Grower.
Do you have any recommendations on ways to quantify the nutrient density per food, whether it's the work that Dan Kittredge is doing? Can't remember the name of the product that he's working on. It's, or whether if it's just like a bricks test or these different things. Are there relatively low barrier to entry things? I remember you talking about the analysis that you did with your citrus and how kind of ungodly expensive it was because your funding was cut at the last minute. But are there some more like realistically, even if they're expensive, but they're just a more realistic investment that a grower could do to be able to say like, hey, listen, I grabbed a bunch of head of broccoli from the grocery store, and then I grabbed a head of broccoli from our farm, and I did a bricks analysis, and this is what ours is at versus that, and this is a way to quantify that.
That's a great, bricks is the amount of dissolved solids.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what people are missing, the comparison. Go get one from the grocery store and then get yours. And I've been desperately searching for a cheaper place to do it away. And I have found a lab that I send my fruit off to. It's called Apical, spelled with an A. They're in Oregon, and they do all the mineral components, and then they do percent sugar, percent protein, percent phytoalexins, all rolled together to one, and it's $85 to do that analysis. So, if somebody did it one time, whatever your signature crop is, if it's broccoli or arugula or Swiss chard, and spend, what would that be, $190 and ship them out there and compare yours with grocery store. You might be amazed if it comes back 4 or 5 times higher. When I sent my fruit off to the lab, and you're right, that story was true. The university told me, hey, go do these tests and we'll pay to have it analyzed. And I waited and waited and waited. I went and collected all the samples, froze them, juiced them. And then they finally admitted their funding fell through. And my dear wife, after waiting quite a while, she said, if you're going to do this, you better just go ahead, buck up and pay for it and send the samples off and see what. I thought that maybe I was pretty confident I'm going to have a 50% increase in nutrition and maybe double. When it came back, it was 8 times.
Wow.
It's just, there was nobody more surprised than me, but it was complete vindication of everything I've been doing and all the impact in the soil. That was 3 years. And I just had 2 varieties out of 10 that had any fruit. And I just thought, well, this is my first fruit. And people will be amazed, especially if they've really worked hard on their soil and it's cycling and there's life. It tastes great. Then they ought to know. Taste is another, I did a fun thing. I had some folks spending the weekend and I said, hey, I want y'all to try this. And I took those 2 fruit, conventional and mine, and I had 4 people and I made my own little taste panel. And I made them do it blind. And I said, can you describe this one? And I wrote it all down. I said, okay, describe this one. By the end of it, I had this great set of notes that descriptions for my fruit was, wow, explosive, fantastic, and you can do that. Do a blind taste test. Go to the grocery store and buy something that came from California, spent 7 days on a truck. Literally, we used to test it. It took 7 days from strawberry to get from California to the East Coast.
Wow.
How much flavor's left?
Yeah.
The spinaches, the nutrition goes down 30% in the first, it's even more than that, in the first 2 or 3 days. And it's on a truck all that time. So, how much is left?
Yeah. And just to let you know, while you've been talking, I just did a quick Google search. You can get a bricks refractometer, with 75% 5-star reviews for $18.99 on Amazon.
It's right.
So they're super cheap. It's a good way to indicate the total dissolved solids. I think that comes from the wine industry, correct? Looking for sort of the solids and the sugar content in the grape.
And then even oranges in Florida, they have to be 8.5 bricks before the sugar is high enough to qualify for juice. So
yeah,
if it's something you can juice, it's real easy. I'm doing a strawberry test for somebody, and it's real easy to squeeze that berry and get the bricks. I do bricks on leaves. That's harder. You gotta get a pair of vice grips or something that you can squeeze the juice out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do bricks. And then you can tell somebody, hey, that's dissolved solids, and mine are, 40% more than this broccoli that I got from the grocery store. There's lots of things. I think taste is a great one. I think you're doing the perfect thing. When you're sitting there at a farmer's market, have 3 or 4 things that are, that are cut, and give people samples. Man, you're going to make a customer for life.
Yeah,
instead.
for sure.
That's why these people lined up at the farmer's market in front of one booth. Nobody else was selling anything. And this guy had 15 people lined up.
Yeah. What's the old adage? Let them try it and they'll buy it. That's what
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
for sure. It's not costing you. It's not going to cost you anything. Yeah. Cut up a whole bunch while you're sitting there waiting. Cut up a little bit of everything. Let people try it.
Hello, growers. Say goodbye to heavy sandbags and hello to Modern Growers Quick Hoops Low Tunnels. Protect your plants from pests, wind, rain, and frost without the hassle of sandbags or flimsy hoops. Our patented design eliminates the need for clamps and ropes, while the unique wire system keeps covers secure yet easily accessible. Tested in the strong winds of New Zealand for over 20 years, Quick Hoops are light, strong, portable, and versatile. Most importantly, they're designed for field use. These aren't some lightweight system that only looks great in a greenhouse. Our hoops are designed to last in harsh field conditions. Use them with any covering to grow year-round and safeguard your crops. Shade cloth, frost blanket, insect net, clear poly, no problem. Quick Hoops can handle them. Get Quick Hoops today at shop.moderngrower.co and protect your crops for years to come.